Deflected in off Knox.
With the assist, number 21, David Shield, and number 5, Andrew Lake. Time to goal, 16:02 in the second period. Again, Hokies, Calandria.
So it was Andrew Calandra getting his third of the season. Throwing the puck in from the right corner, and from the Delaware perspective, took an unlucky bounce off Dylan Knox and in to the Hens goal. Hens able to press out of their zone after a defensive end draw. Ryan caught a lucky break there. Looked like he was offside, as Matt Tofty was a couple feet in front of the Virginia Tech blue line. In any case, the Hokies came back the other way before Rankin fired the puck across ice from his own blue line ahead toward Tofty, swatting at it, and Jelly presses play to the near corner of the Virginia Tech end, and Luke Slater advances it into neutral ice. He goes careening into the boards in front of the scorer's table after the Hens took it away from him. Petrus ahead to Tofty right in front of the Delaware bench. He comes off, so does Ryan. First combination is on, and Jelly feeds it back the other way. Rankin still on. Bounced off the skate of DeWitt right in front of the Delaware bench. Reaching and winding up Andrew Whistler. Launches the puck behind the Delaware goal. It caroms out to the far half wall. Zone is lost as the puck is swatted in by Scott Strauss. He rings it off the glass. A free pass for the Hens with 160 seconds to go here in the second period. Hens up 3-1. They gave one up just moments ago. Andrew Calandra getting his third of the season for the Hokies, and a penalty in the Delaware end brings action to a halt. Petrus is off for elbowing. This at 17:27. Only Nick Petrus' second penalty of the season. The first-year player has really made an impact at the blue line, working his way into the roster in all but 7 of the Hens games so far this year. First-year players not always granted loads of ice time, but he's one of them who's played more than not. He's certainly made an impact. It's the second penalty that he's served so far this year. It was the elbowing minor at 17:27. Hokies, though, 0 for 2 with the man advantage so far tonight. We're down to the last 2 minutes of the second period. DeShiel checked at the right corner. Puck is trapped. Danny Demas tries to muscle it out. He winds up. He's able to clear it from behind his own goal. The puck skitters behind the Virginia Tech goal line, where Colin Couture studies it. Leaves it for Luke Slater. Slater's on with DeShiel, Morrison, Murphy, and up ahead, Calandra, the lone goal scorer for the Hokies so far. Calandra stood up at the half wall far side by Delaware's Danny Demas. Now the Hokies come back in. Winding up, DeShiel plays the carom shot around to the near corner, where Hicken put the pressure on Morrison. Loose puck behind the Delaware goal. Calandra tried to jam a second one in net front. 37 seconds to go on the Petrus penalty. 70 seconds to go in the second period. Delaware up a pair over the Hokies in this renewal of the Battle of the Birds, the first one ever to exist at the Lancerlot Sports Complex. Gerke, cross-ice pass, top of the right circle. Murphy thrown in net front. DeShiel couldn't put it past. He was marked net front by Demas. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Reaching for it, Bryson takes it away. Here's a 1-on-2, make it a 2-on-2 as Rankin gets on his horse. Drop pass, Rankin, backhander net front. No, he's denied on the doorstep by Couture. Follow-up chance, Marciniak unable to connect either. From the top of the right point, top of the right circle, I should say, opening fire was Hoey back the other way. Glove saved by Demas. Hens back the other direction. Morse, 1-on-1, right side, shot. Bounced off Couture's pad. He couldn't jam in the rebound. It hit the post. Penalties killed off. 12 seconds to go. Knox slams it in from center. Puck caroms to the far half wall of the Tech zone. Lofted up into the atmosphere by Wildgroove. It lands at the Delaware blue line where Knox steadies it, and he'll let time tick away. The horn sounds to signal the end of the second period. And through 40 minutes of action, the Delaware Blue Hens maintained the lead over Virginia Tech, but the Hokies were able to get one back. That goal from Andrew Calandra at 16:02 makes it a 3-1 game. Hens still with the advantage. We'll break away here on Delaware Hockey Night Radio and the Virginia Tech Ice Hockey Television Network. Back with more after an intermission timeout. hockey game the Lancerlot Sports Complex is. Especially fun for the Delaware Blue Hens and their fans who made the 5-hour trip down from Newark. Through 40 minutes of action, Delaware leads Virginia Tech by a tally of 3-1. Shots in the second period, 11-10 in favor of Delaware, but the lone goal of that middle frame went to Virginia Tech's Andrew Collon for his third of the season. After receiving the puck from David DeShiel, he played it in from the right corner, deflected it in to the Delaware goal. Off a wayward stick from defenseman Dylan Knox. And that has cut the Hens' lead to just 2 with 20 minutes of action left to go. Shots overall, 23-18 in favor of the Blue Hens. So far, we've seen Alec Rankin double shifting for Matt Maselli, who, from what we can best surmise, is out of the lineup for the remainder of the evening. Hoey and DeWitt, as they've done twice so far, to start the first and second periods. They'll start the third here at center ice at the absolutely pristine Lancerlot Sports Complex in Vinton, Virginia. A new for hockey facility, or at least the second time around, as the Hokies program began here. I'm not sure exactly when. 1984, as team general manager Bill Gerke relays to us here, serving as photographer as well. He does it all. In ACHA hockey, a lot of us wear a lot of hats. Credit where due to Bill, to Coach Joey Mullen, to Ashlyn Moorman, the videographer, the entire Hokies crew for being such a hospitable bunch. Really a treat coming down for this Saturday night game. Thanks to all of you for your hospitality. Hens in the attacking zone to start the third period. Hicken protects the right point. Dumps it behind the goal to Bryson. Bryson tries to throw it net front to Morse. But before Morse can crash the net and make contact with the vulcanized rubber, Colin Couture freezes it in the blue paint, forcing a stoppage just 48 seconds in. Second line's on. Gerke and LeBlanc to meet in the right circle of the Virginia Tech zone. LeBlanc wins faceoffs at round about a 70% clip for the Blue Hens. Knox from the right point winds up. He catches a Virginia Tech leg on his shot attempt and plays press back into the neutral zone. Rankin is last to tag up. He gets the puck up the left side from Marciniak. Headmans it to Shane Moran, but he overskates it up to the point. DeShiel turns it back the other way for the Hokies. DeShiel slams it in along the near wall to mid-zone Delaware's side. Marciniak's cross-ice pass connects with Devin LeBlanc, who races up the right. Drop pass on a check to Moran at the top of the right circle. Worked in close. He tried to connect with LeBlanc in the corner. That pass broken up by Trevor Murphy. Rankin gets it back below the goal. Tries to shovel it net front. Moran takes it away from Morrison, who came away with the puck instead. Off LeBlanc's stick at the left point. It bounces back into neutral ice. Fired in by Marciniak. Well, then waited a 4, so a delayed offside. Subsequently negated as everyone tags up, but the Hokies had time to set up an offensive. But the attack of Trevor Murphy up the left side, level with the dots, was broken up at the Delaware blue line. Their third line is on. Mikey Leather up the right side, takes a check at the half wall, centering pass, sails past Sean Camisa. Camisa and Strauss tied up behind the goal. They go tumbling to the ice, bodies crowd round after Couture made the initial save. It really hasn't boiled over until this point. And Camisa is going to be ushered off to feel a little shame. Is Strauss going to go too? We'll soon find out. Indeed, they both do. Both Strauss and Camisa off for roughing. Those coincidental minors assessed at the 157 mark of the third period. So we'll go 4-on-4, and it stays in the Virginia Tech zone. Jeremy DeWitt bats the puck into the near corner off the attacking zone draw, but he gives it right up to Giovanni Angeli. Angeli has space up the left side. After circling behind his own goal, got to center, dumped the puck into the Delaware end, where Martorella gives it up to the forechecking Morrison. Gavin Morrison, backdoor pass to Gerke, checked off his feet by Tyler Swift. He's going to get called for a slash. Delayed penalty. Hokies keep the attack on. DeShiel is the extra attacker in exchange for Couture. The puck is touched by Eddie Martorella in the near corner of the Delaware end, and that will bring Tyler Swift off for the slashing infraction at 2:31. Hokies are on the power play. So far, they failed to connect on 3 man advantage situations. The Delaware penalty kill good 82.4% of the time this season. So around about 5 and 6. The Delaware penalty kill also accounting for a shorthanded goal so far tonight. Rankin presses Hoey off the puck, off the draw. Link working the right side. This is the 4-on-3. Demas sprawls, covers up the puck. Yes, he does. A barrage of rapid-fire shots to start this power play. Link from up high, crashing the net was Mason Wildgroove, but Demas got the better of them both. 3 shots in the first 14 seconds of this power play. Rankin, Hicken, and Danny Demas are the 3 penalty killers. Link into Patochny, cross-ice pass, deflected up into the air and out of play by Hicken. It was on its way to Wildgroove at the left dot. But that attack broken up. Second power play unit on for the Hokies. Morrison and DeShiel up front. The other 2, Gerke and Murphy. Play continues in the Delaware zone. DeShiel angled off the puck by Hicken behind the goal, chases it down to the left half wall, plays it up to Gerke at the point. Cross ice Murphy, top of the right circle, back to Gerke, up high, challenged by Rankin to Murphy. Works it through the slot. Morrison couldn't direct it close to the cage. Hicken takes it away. He's challenged by DeShiel, but he's able to get it away to captain Alec Rankin. Rankin gets past center. A chip shot from center fires the puck into the near corner of the Virginia Tech end, where it's settled by Trevor Murphy. Murphy carries it up the right, backhands it across the neutral zone. It bounces off the far half wall of the Delaware end. Chasing it down is Dylan Knox. He and Andrew Marciniak handling the back end of this penalty kill now, while Alec Rankin remains the forechecker. He challenges Gerke at the left point. Flips it to Morrison. Back to Gerke, left corner. Up high to Murphy. Back to Gerke. He's got space at the left dot. Shot deflected away off the stick of Dylan Knox to the right side. Kept in by DeShiel at the right point. He rifles it in. We're now 5-on-4 for the next 24 seconds as the coincidental roughing minors to Camisa and Strauss have expired. They're both on. Loose puck at the left point, corralled by Bryson. He skates into a 1-on-3 slapper off the leg pads of Couture, stepping up to block down the angle. DeWitt gains the puck over the center logo, but he lost it right there as he accelerated to try to gain the Virginia Tech zone. 2 seconds to go before Swift can re-enter. He's back on. He crosses over to the Delaware bench, and Morse will take his place. Play on the neutral zone. Wildgroove carries it up the right side, angled wide by Knox. Swats the puck into the slot. Hoey nowhere to be found. Marciniak's able to clear it as far as the Virginia Tech blue line. Turned the other way by Andrew Calandra, the lone goal scorer for the Hokies. Chips it off the far boards right in front of the scorer's table, but it's taken away by Bryson. Here's Ryan Morse up the right side. 2-on-2 for Delaware, making a 3-on-3. Centering pass up high intended for Bryson. Bounces off the stick of Whistler and into the near corner of the Virginia Tech zone. Chipped out along the far wall by Whistler. Ahead up the left side to Slater. He uses Petrus as a screen. Walking it in was Whistler, denied on the doorstep by Demas. So the 4th Virginia Tech shot of the period goes as an unsuccessful one and the follow-up chance was denied too. DeWitt the other direction, rifles one in from the right point. It was wide, bounced off the near corner boards. Moran overpowered by Slater, vying for the rebound. Slater into a 1-on-3. Stops just shy of the blue line, backhands the puck deep into Delaware territory. Prime opportunity for a line change for the Hokies. Still down 2, the forecheck is on. LeBlanc swats the puck out of the reach of Andrew Hartley. He streaks up the middle. Here's a 3-on-2. LeBlanc, drop pass, nobody home. Cleared out by Caranosos. Raced down by Eddie Martorella to the Delaware blue line. Across to Mike Hicken. Hicken, under forechecking pressure, gets it away to Martorella, up ahead to Leather. Batted down by Moran at center. Hartley raised his stick, and Harsh Patel carries it back in to the Delaware zone. Shot from the fourth line winger ends up right in the glove of Chris Demas with just over 7 minutes elapsed in the third period, and the Delaware Blue Hens nursing a 2-goal lead, struggling to build on it here in the third period as Virginia Tech has pulled out all the stops, and they're putting the forechecking pressure on quite heavily here in the third. Battle for the puck develops in the far corner of the Delaware zone off the face-off. Moran tries to steamroll through up the right wing boards. Now he's got space, but nobody to keep the momentum going. Strauss turns it back the other way. A cannon from just shy of center red, covered up by Chris Demas, play whistle dead, as Andrew Hartley came crashing in to try to put back a rebound chance, but Demas would not allow it. A few fans in the balcony area clapping and stomping and being otherwise encouraged to make some noise. But for the most part, it's a passive, at least an appearance crowd, intently watching their Hokies try to battle back from this 3-1 deficit to Delaware. It was 3-0 going into the second period, in which the Hokies got one back. Hicken from the right point, off the waffle pad of Colin Couture. Battle for the puck develops at the near half wall. Comes out to the point, kept in by Danny Demas, taken away by Gerke. He tried to work it ahead to David DeShiel up the near side, but that pass was broken up. Sapia pressed play back into the Hokies' end. Drawn off into the neutral zone, Mike Hicken forces the Hens to regroup. Hicken at his own blue line. Gives it to Sapia. Tofty still escape contact in the neutral zone. Tapped the puck just over the blue line, but it skittered to a halt. Morrison denied in his advance through neutral ice. Up the other direction comes Knox, lost his footing. Murphy lost his stick, battling for the puck as well. Bowie back the other direction. Stood up in neutral ice by Marciniak. He chases it down right in front of the Delaware penalty box. Rifles the puck deep into Blue Hens territory. It's steadied by Bryson. Marciniak leaves it to defensive partner Knox behind the Delaware goal line. He clears it out off the glass, but beyond the reach of Matt Tofty. And it's fired back from the Virginia Tech blue line by Andrew Link. And he's guilty of an icing with 11:13 to go in regulation. Hokies pinned in their zone. The DeWitt line on. Bryson and Morse at the wings. Marciniak and Knox holding back the blue line. Brendan Hoey to take the face-off for Virginia Tech. Stepping forward off the draw is DeWitt. He's checked at the corner boards. Thrown in by Marciniak up high. Bryson follows up. It's 4-1 Delaware. Steve Bryson off the Marciniak cannon from the point. Gets his second of the game, his 10th of the season. And at 8:57 of the third period, he increases the Blue Hens lead back to 3. Roy Chambers will give us further information on the goal momentarily. Here he is.
Number 2, Andrew Marciniak. Number 15, Jeremy DeWitt.
It was Jeremy DeWitt getting the secondary assist on Bryson's second goal of the game. And the Hens are up 4-1 with 10.5 minutes to go in regulation. DeWitt's stick taken out of his hands by an Andrew Kalandrachek. Outlet pass on its way to Wildgrew, broken up by Morse, putting forechecking pressure on. Link keeps the momentum going. Over the center logo, he fires one off the glass. Behind Delaware goalie Chris Demas. Puck is recovered by Marciniak deep in his zone. Cross ice pass, Bryson checked off the puck by the forechecking Michael Vell. Marciniak steadies it again, trying to burn some time off the clock for the Blue Hens, as the halfway point of the third period has now come upon us. Good entry from Virginia Tech. Bell checked off the puck. It's corralled by DeWitt. Backhanded across to Marciniak. We'll see a much more deliberate advance from Delaware now. They've got a comfortable 3-goal lead. They're going to try to make quality advances now, but that breakout pass from Knox sailed right past Alec Rankin, waiting at center red. And that gives us an icing. With 9:40 to go in regulation. Hens extended their lead back to 3, but lost the defensive zone faceoff. Chance from the left point, and Michael Vell broken up by Rankin. Up ahead, Moran, stick lifted on the doorstep by Angeli, who trailed him. Loose puck corralled by Colin Couture. Good defense by Angeli. Clean stick-on-stick contact. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Great effort from the Virginia Tech defenseman to break up a breakaway chance for the Hens. Hat off to Angeli on that. Credit absolutely due him, keeping this a 4-1 game. That was all him. Murphy out of the Hokie zone up the left side. Angled wide by Petrus. Stops just shy of the goal line. Loses the puck to LeBlanc, but he's unable to chip it out of the Delaware zone. Bodies converge on the puck in the far corner. It's corralled by Patel. Worked back up the left side, chipped away by Moran. Ahead to Alec Rankin, 2-on-1 for the Hens. Rankin centering past Moran, checked off the puck right on the doorstep. It's corralled by the Hokies. Kept in by LeBlanc at the left half wall. To Moran below the cage. Nearly cleared out, Petrus swats it back from the blue line. Taken away by Patel. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Corralled by LeBlanc. He takes it back to the Delaware blue line. 9 minutes to go. Hens 4, Hokies 1 at Lancerlot in Vinton, Virginia. Alec Rankin re-enters the Hokie zone in what was a 2-on-3. Now the reinforcements come in. Tyler Swift posts up net front, marked by Strauss. Play is dead. As everybody and their brother come crashing in net front. Colin Couture striking the Luther Vandross album cover pose in net. You know the one. You could replace that with Jeffrey Osborne or Michael Jackson Thriller, you name it. I think every great 80s R&B album had that cover, and the altercation behind the net broke up pretty quick. Against Strauss at the 11:15 mark of the third period. If you like country music, you're in luck for this long stoppage of play. If you don't like country music, well, join the club. But I digress. We try not to get our personal tastes involved in the description of this game, as Delaware keeps the momentum going on pretty heavily off an attacking zone faceoff. Rankin checked off the puck in the near corner. DeWitt sweeps in to keep it going. Cycled to Morse, back to LeBlanc. Up high to Morse. Morse challenged by Gerke. Across through the slot, DeWitt. Denied on the doorstep by Couture. Puck is loose. Corralled by Bryson. Forced back behind the goal. He brings it to the top of the zone. He was angled to the perimeter by Link. Bryson up high. A cannon blocked down by Gerke. Over to the right corner. LeBlanc keeps it in. Delaware control. 8 minutes to go. LeBlanc up high. Bryson across to the left half wall, and Ryan Morse. Back to LeBlanc outside the right dot. Thrown through the slot off the corner boards. Chased down by Morse up high. He protects the point under pressure from Morrison. Dumps it behind. the Virginia Tech goal. Reaching for it, Andrew Calandra is able to swat the puck out of harm's way, and it skitters across the ice from our left to our right, where it's steadied by Chris Demas. Over half of this penalty assessed to Scott Strauss for roughing has been killed off. Here's the second wave. Morse up the middle, flanked by LeBlanc and Demas. Gains the zone. Demas tried to work it in close. It's swatted out by Trevor Murphy. Recovered for Delaware at their blue line by LeBlanc. LeBlanc accelerates on his way out up the right side, takes a hack from Simonian, was nearly checked off the puck by Murphy, but kept on ticking. In fact, took the better of that collision, but the Hokies were once again able to clear. 8 seconds to go on the penalty. So this one will be killed off successfully by the Hokies as Sapia enters up the left side. Penalty killed off, crashing the net. Kamisa couldn't put one past Couture. No shots on goal on that Delaware power play, and Marciniak behind his goal line works the puck ahead to Sapia. Forechecking pressure came in the form of Whistler. Sapia ricochets it off the near wall. Kamisa lost sight of the puck. He was surrounded by white sweaters right in front of the Virginia Tech bench and was unable to keep the momentum going any further. Potocny back the other direction. Lets one rip from the outside into the right circle, right into Chris Demas' glove. He makes the catch and hangs on with 6 minutes and 8 seconds to go. And his Delaware Blue Hens maintaining a 4-1 lead over the Virginia Tech Hokies. Delaware heads across the Commonwealth to Virginia, around about an hour trip tomorrow, where they take on the Flames of Liberty. 2 o'clock start at LaHaye Ice Center, 1:45 airtime here on Delaware Hockey Night Radio. Hokies keeping the pressure on. Wraparound chance from Hoey denied by Demas. It's fed up high to Jones. Thrown in from the top of the zone. Looked like Demas got a piece of it. It's cleared out by Mikey Leather. Up the right wing boards, advanced now to Sean Kamisa. Drop pass, top of the circle. Sapia taken down by Jones as they converge on the puck. And Angeli brings it back the other direction up the far side. He lets one rip from the Delaware blue line just outside the dots, right into the glove of Chris Demas. He catches and hangs on with 5.5 minutes to go in regulation. And the Hens comfortably up over their former conference foes, the Virginia Tech Hokies. It's a 4-1 game with 5.5 to go. The Hens rode a 4-game winning streak down I-81 today. They'll look to keep it going tomorrow, provided the result remains unchanged for the final 5:25 here. Andrew Link with a cannon from up high into the glove of Demas. It's worth noting that the Delaware Blue Hens earned their first win over Liberty in 4 years. This past fall, it was an overtime thriller at Fred Rust Arena. Alec Rankin and Steve Bryce are the 2 goal scorers today for Delaware, combined for the OT game winner. And what was just a mighty, mighty fun game to be a part of back in November. Ryan denied on the doorstep for Delaware. That was their 7th shot of the period. Martorella keeps the puck in at the right point for the Hens. Backhands it to Swift, working the left half wall back to Martorella. Slapper up high. Gerke got a piece of it. Looked like it caught him right in the right hip. Good sacrifice to block the shot. Here comes Virginia Tech. 2-on-1. Gerke angled off his intended line by Martorella. DeShiel fans on the puck net front. Posting up there is Morrison right in front of Demas, but he's unable to time the redirect. Morrison and Moran tied up at the far corner of the Delaware zone. Moran won that battle for the puck. Chipped it ahead to Tofty. Glove down at center and now brought in by Trevor Murphy. He crosses to the right wing board, circles past Moran. Martorella keeps the pressure on directly behind the Delaware goal. He lifts the stick of Murphy. Swift winds up, he clears, dropping the puck in the neutral zone is Andrew Whistler, just over the Delaware blue line. He fires it back in as Simonian tags up. Free pass for the Hens with the delayed offside. Martorella comes off after dishing the puck to Jeremy DeWitt. He walks it in. Point blank shot tipped up into the air by Couture and pressed back into the neutral zone by Andrew Whistler along the far boards. Down to the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of the contest. Delaware with a 3-goal lead over the Virginia Tech Hokies, who clear their zone. Bell chipped it off the glass along the far side as far as the Delaware blue line, where it's steadied by Hicken, and now carried up the left side by Morse. Now he's inside the dots. He tried to split defenders, but he was sandwiched in the mid-slot by Murphy and Bell. Hokies in a 2-on-2. Whistler up the left, disrupted by Hicken. He angles him to the far boards, takes the puck away. It's corralled behind the Delaware goal by Danny Demas, and play whistled to a halt with 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the game. Hicken's going to come off for slashing. Gotta love the humor of the game day operations staff. The arena DJ choosing "Can't Touch This" from MC Hammer as a result of the slashing minor. At first I was thinking Super Freak by Rick James, but isn't that what "Can't Touch This" sampled? And the Hokies are pressed back into their zone to start this power play. Mikey Leather putting the forechecking pressure on. He put it on Calandra. Murphy was able to work it ahead to Gerke up the left side. Morrison gives it up to Rankin, deep in the Delaware end. Rankin slams it off the glass far side, and the puck soars the length of the ice, where Andrew Calandra is able to corral it. Goal line extended. Chips it off the near boards in the direction of Gavin Morrison. Rankin broke up that pass. Calandra goes tumbling. DeShiel bats it past center, but gives the puck right back up to Stephen Bryson. Just ahead of the Delaware blue line, he backhands it deep into Hokie territory, where Murphy steadies the puck and works it up the left side ahead to Gerke. Gerke gained the Delaware blue line, but gave it up to DeWitt. 2-on-3 the other direction. DeWitt with some space up the right side. A wayward shot, deflected away. Half the penalty to Hicken has expired. Hoey gets past center along the left wing boards before rifling the puck in behind the Delaware zone. Wildgroup protects the left point. Works it into Hoey. Up high to Link. In close. Shot off the post from Gavin Morrison just inside the right dot. A lucky break for Demas there. DeWitt back the other direction. Down to the final 100 seconds. Delaware with a 4-1 lead over Virginia Tech. And DeWitt's going to tap the puck back from offensive territory all the way behind his own goal line. And Knox will keep the momentum going for the Hens amid a line change, but Link turns it back the other way for the Hokies. Advance to Wildgroup. Centering pass from the left corner. Checked off the puck was Potocny. Link keeps it in up high. Taken away by Morse to Moran. He's on a breakaway. He walks it in. Deke shot off the post. Moran denied. Gets his own rebound. Tries to feed it net front to Morse crashing in, who started the action. Karanassos back the other way for Virginia Tech, but he skates head into a sea of blue and white sweaters at the top of the zone. So a 1-on-4 gives him no opportunity to get one back for the Hokies. Down to the last 46. You heard Roy Chambers giving us the 1-minute warning just seconds ago. Potocny keeps the puck in the Delaware end, slams it off the glass from the left point, but gives it up to Martorella. Eddie Martorella unable to chip it past Patel. Patel comes steamrolling through up the left wing boards. Puck sails toward the crease. It's poked away by Chris Demas, and now Moran is able to clear the zone. Morse into a 1-on-2. He had control of the puck on the way in, even though his skates preceded the puck into the zone. So all good according to the linesman. And we've got a puck out of play that clangs off the metal supports here at Lancerlot with 10.5 seconds to go. Failed clearing attempt from the Hokies will bring this face-off into their end. The remainder of this game a mere formality as far as all parties are concerned, as Delaware will go up to a 19-8 record. The Hokies back to 6-15-2. And for Delaware, as the final seconds tick away, this will be their 5th consecutive win, and they battle back to a series split against the Virginia Tech Hokies. A pair of goals from Alec Rankin, a pair of goals from Steve Bryson, and a 28-save effort from Chris Demas. Led Delaware to their 4-1 win over Virginia Tech. Lone goal scorer for the Hokies was Andrew Calandra, getting his third of the season. Netminder Colin Couture recording 28 saves on 32 shots faced. Special thanks go out to the entire crew here at Virginia Tech and at the Lancerlot Sports Complex. General Manager Bill Gerke, videographer Ashlyn Moorman, and everybody behind the scenes. Thanks to all of you for your hospitality. It was really a pleasure making the trip down this weekend. We hope to do it again next season. So that will do it for us from Delaware Hockey Night Radio. We keep things going tomorrow as the Hens ride their 5-game winning streak into LaHaye Ice Center. The Liberty Flames up next on the docket. Game time 2 o'clock, air time 1:45 here on Delaware Hockey Night Radio. For everybody back in Newark, for everybody back in Louisville, for everybody at DHN Radio and Delaware Hockey Night, this is James Witherite signing off. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow.